Good evening. My name is Fred Fredrickson.
And I'm Janice Jackson. We're going to start tonight with a fan favorite, a recent study. A recent study finds that 78% of worship bands could use more cowbell. Another study found that the U.S. is descending into a third world hellscape where Amazon delivers in 3 days instead of 2. Back to you.
Thanks, Janet. Recent 2008 polls show that during a study that there was an ethical procedure that was happening that created situations that were less fun. For more on this story, we go to Pete. Pete, how you doing tonight?
Thanks, Fred. I'm out here in local St. Louis. My name is Pete Davidson, and we have noticed during the study that there has been quite a few just not fun moments here in St. Louis, and so we're going to get into that a little bit more as we take a look. A city full of fun or a city full of terror? Sidewalks filled with graffiti. Everywhere you go, people walking, driving. Sound like your normal city? Well, not quite. If we take a little closer look, we can see some flaws into this world that we live in. Walking down the back alleys, everything may seem fine, but something still was off. We checked in with one of our locals to see what's up.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun.
Is it a peaceful world that we live in now? Or does it just truly suck? Studies will show, and I have talked to several locals here saying they will not deal with this anymore. For NZD at 9, my name is Pete.
Thanks, Pete. In other news, coronavirus has ran amok. Here to share more on that story is Janice. Janice, what do you got for us on COVID-19?
Thank you, Fred. I would just like to point out, on a personal note, the coronavirus has nothing to do with Corona beer. Corona has personally asked us to please make a public service assessment, to let people know to please keep drinking Corona beer.
Thanks, Janet. To provide more insider on this story of COVID-19, we interviewed a local truck driver and to get an insider view of what's actually happening out there on the roads. Local truck driver Brandon Buttwright now has a story that he'd like to share.
Now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Grab a forklift.
Cool.
Getting a soda pop.
Sweet. Well, hey, I was going to ask you really quickly how COVID-19 has been so far for you.
I respect it, but not a fan. Kind of
Yeah.
like Steph Curry.
What would you say to the people out there right now that just are struggling?
What?
What would you say to people out there that are struggling right now? What kind of encouraging word would you give them?
Why? I'm not talking to anyone that's struggling, so can't give any encouraging words.
All
Me
right.
telling you what I would say is not going to help them. Don't know.
We appreciate you, and we want you to know that we love you, and we hope you're staying safe out there.
Okay. Goodbye.
Truly, some inspiring words by Brandon there on that interview. We thank him for his time. Because our weatherman is gone today, we are actually going to have Janice fill us in on the weather today. Janice, what's the weather looking like over there?
Thank you, Fred, for giving me this chance, as I have absolutely no experience. As for the weather today, as you can see, the tides have turned. The weather today will be cloudy, at best. Back to you, Fred.
Well, it looks like we're in for a really good weekend there, Janice.
Yes, we are, Fred. I hope you all enjoy this Easter weekend with your family. I know we will.
Coming up at 10, Kittens, Kittens, Cats. The show about kittens turning into cats. We hope you have a great night. I'm Fred Fredrickson.
And I'm Janice Jackson.
Take care, NZD at 9.
See you later, St. Louis.
We hope you have a great time.